everyone, I'm Megan with the Must Love Travel Group, which encompasses Kingdom Magic Vacations, your authorized Disney vacation planner. This past weekend was a huge deal in the Disney community. This past weekend was none other than the D23 Expo out in Anaheim, California. So now, what is the D23 Expo, you might be thinking to yourself? Well, it is known as the ultimate Disney fan event. This event, if you are a Disney fan, you have to go to this at some point. It's my dream to be able to go in person one day. They have everything from, they have different panels with Imagineers, they have celebrities, it's when they do the Disney Legacy Awards. Just to name a few, this year alone, Oprah Winfrey, Mark Hamill, and Stan Lee all got their Disney Legacy Award, and they were all there. There was celebrity meet and greets, just a bunch of great things that happened. They have special merchandise shops, they have just everything that a Disney fan could desire is at this event. And the most anticipated part about this whole thing is the Disney Parks and Resorts panel. So this is where we get to know all of the inside scoop of what the Imagineers are cooking up for the future of the Disney parks. The D23 Expo takes place every other year, so every 2 years about. So the last one was in 2015, and that's when we found out we were getting Star Wars Land as well as Toy Story Land. So it's a huge deal, and so everyone had so much anticipation about what are they going to announce this time around. And this one did not disappoint. We learned so much. I think everyone's been saying this is like the most I think they've ever shared during the D23 Expo, which is just a huge deal. So there's a lot to talk about, so let's just dive right into it. Okay, so let's start off at none other than the Magic Kingdom Park. It's the original, you gotta start there. So we had a really big announcement come to the Magic Kingdom. It is announced that it is now official that the Tron roller coaster is coming to the Magic Kingdom. Yes, the Tron roller coaster from Shanghai Disneyland, which is the most popular attraction over there, is coming to the US and it's coming to Disney World. This is something that was very highly rumored, highly talked about, and the biggest thing going around was that everyone thought it was going to be replacing the Tomorrowland Speedway. And that caused, anytime Disney announces that something is coming in and something's going away, everyone's always split. Some people are happy that something new is coming, and then other people who have an attachment to a particular attraction, you know, it's very sad to see it go. So this was one of those things. When it was rumored it was going to be replacing the Speedway, you know, everyone was kind of on different sides about it. But Disney shocked us all, and it turns out that the Tron roller coaster is going to be going in an entirely new section of Tomorrowland that will be built. It's going to go right directly behind Space Mountain, where Space Mountain currently is. So this just shocked everybody, and if you watch the video from the live expo, you just see everyone kind of like, oh, like, that was definitely the shock. Everyone thought it was going to be replacing something, but no, we still get to keep our Speedway, and we're expanding a whole new section of Tomorrowland. So I cannot wait to see how this looks. And very exciting news, we have found out that this will be complete in time for the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom. So very exciting couple years ahead for that park. So now moving on over to Epcot. This was a park that had probably some of the most announcements. There is a lot to come for Epcot, and a lot of things that people are really excited about. If you are a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, Epcot is getting a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. That is right. Disneyland in California, their California Adventure Park, recently redid the Tower of Terror to be the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. And it has now a Guardians of the Galaxy theme to it. And there had been a lot of talk that something like that could be happening in Florida, but no, it's not happening at Hollywood Studios. Do not worry, Tower of Terror fans. The Tower of Terror is staying as of now, so hopefully. But we are getting a new Guardians of the Galaxy attraction coming to Epcot, which I feel is very fitting because it's going to go in a future world. Guardians is, you know, superhero, futuristic vibe to it, so I think it's going to be very fitting. This attraction, there's not too much details of what it's going to entail. A lot of people thought maybe they would build some sort of a drop tower like they have in California Adventure, but actually that's not the case. They're going to be using the existing building of Ellen's Energy Adventure. that attraction's going away, and they're going to now build this Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. So we don't have too many details of what the actual ride is yet, but we do know it will be built within that existing building. So that's going to be really interesting, especially if you are a Marvel fan and Guardians of the Galaxy fan. It's going to be an exciting time. I still need to see the Guardians of the Galaxy film, so I have to get on that before this attraction opens. So with all this new and exciting things happening in that Future World area there, we now know we're getting a new restaurant coming to that section of the park. It's going to be the Space View Restaurant. The concept art just looks amazing. I can't wait to see this in person. It has these huge windows, which really aren't windows. They're going to be like a TV screen, but with Disney magic, you're going to be seeing out into space. And as you dine, you'll see different things happen, the planets, the stars. It's like you're eating in space. It's a cool thing. It kind of reminds me of the Seas at Epcot. They have the Coral Reef restaurant, which is you get to dine and you see all the fish around and it's like you're dining under the sea. Now you can actually dine in outer space. So I think this is a really cool addition to Epcot. Okay, so if you thought that was like a ton of news, that was not the only thing we got from Epcot. We now know that there's going to be another new ride built in Epcot, and it's going to be back in World Showcase at the France Pavilion. Okay, this one is really exciting. I think this is the one I am the most excited about because I'm a Ratatouille fan. We're getting a Ratatouille ride in France, very appropriately where the movie's set. I am so excited for this. So there already is a Ratatouille ride in Disneyland Paris, and it has been confirmed it's going to be the same ride, a duplicate of it, now brought to Disney World at the France Pavilion. This is going to be built back behind the existing France Pavilion, so nothing will be replaced. It's going to be just extended out like back past the Eiffel Tower, which I'm really excited about because I bet it looks like from the concept art there's going to be new sections of France to explore when this opens. So I just think that this is going to be amazing. I'm really excited about it. The ride system, if you've seen videos or if you've ever been to Disneyland Paris and got to experience it yourself, the Ratatouille ride over there just looks amazing. It has state-of-the-art technology of a trackless ride system. It's like you're shrunken down into Remy and O'Meal's size, and it's just so cute. So I'm really excited for that to open and just to see all that new theming that's going to come to the France Pavilion there at World Showcase. Alright, so now let's head right across the way to Hollywood Studios. This park was one everyone was like waiting to hear news about this, because if you follow Disney news, you know that currently Hollywood Studios has a ton of construction going on. They are building Toy Story Land and Star Wars Land back in what used to be the backlot and the Streets of America. So there's been a ton of change happening at that park. So everyone really has just been waiting to find out more information, because we knew it was announced at the previous D23 in 2015 that we were getting these two new lands at Hollywood Studios. But at the time when they announced it, they showed some of the concept art and kind of told us a few little things, but they didn't really like dive into detail about it. So now that the lands have been being constructed and they're being worked on more, everyone was really hoping that at this D23 Expo they'll give us some more detail of what is going to be taking place in those lands, what we can expect to see. And they definitely delivered on that, especially with Star Wars Land. They told us a ton of stuff that we didn't previously know, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be one of the best lands and most technologically advanced lands Disney's ever created. So let's get into talking about that. Okay, so the biggest thing is we now have a name. Instead of just calling it Star Wars Land, we now know that it is going to be called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That will be the name that's coming to the land at Hollywood Studios, as well as out in Anaheim, California. They're making a Star Wars land in Disneyland, and it will have the same name as well, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This land just seems amazing. From the concept art, it just really looks like you are on a different planet, almost like how Pandora at Animal Kingdom is giving people that feeling of just being fully immersed. You walk in and it's not, oh, I'm here in a theme park and this is themed to Star Wars. It's like, no, you have left Earth and you are in a different land, a different galaxy, literally. That seems to be the level of attention to detail that the Imagineers are going into with this. So lots of anticipation around this land to open. So Galaxy's Edge, we know that there's going to be 2 attractions. We now know a bit more information about what those are going to consist of. So one of the attractions will actually put you in the middle of a battle between the First Order and the Resistance. Amazing. They said that the technology used in this, Disney's actually creating new technology to be able to bring these attractions to life, which is just amazing. So that just shows the level of detail and the level of anticipation we all have for these to open. And the second attraction coming to this land will actually allow you to pilot the Millennium Falcon. It looks amazing. From the concept art they released of people actually, you get to sit in the Millennium Falcon and you get your team of everyone you're with has a different role. You actually activate things and are able to control where you're going and what you're seeing, and the ride is truly interactive. To make this even more amazing, the Imagineers have told us that this is unlike anything else they've done in that this land will be alive. And when I was first listening to the video of them explaining this, I was like, what do you mean it's going to be alive? Well, what they mean by that is that you are not just visiting Galaxy's Edge and just experiencing the rides and stuff. You actually become a part of the Star Wars story. When you are participating in the different rides and the different attractions, you can make a name for yourself. If you happen to be the best of the day at piloting the Millennium Falcon, you'll get recognized for that within this land, and you'll have a name for yourself as being one of the best in the galaxy. Same time, if you do very bad at piloting the Millennium Falcon, maybe your team didn't do as well with the mission, you might have a bounty hunter out after you, is what we are told. And then if you go to the Cantina, which is the restaurant there, a really cool looking, the Cantina bar, they might actually tell you that you have a bounty hunter out for you. So better practice up on your piloting skills. But like, that's just crazy. Like, this land is going to be so insanely detailed and be an immersive experience from beginning to end. And as soon as you step into the story, you are not just watching the story unfold, you are a part of the story. You are truly affecting it and can participate within the story and make yourself a character in Star Wars, which is like every Star Wars fan's dream come true. So now I bet you're wondering, I want to go, when can I go? We now have an opening date, not a exact date, but we will keep you updated on that here at Kingdom Magic Vacations. But we do know it will be in the year 2019, and that will be for both the one in Disneyland and the one in Disney World. It's going to be 2019. They will open at different times of the year in 2019 though. We do know that Disneyland is ahead. So Disneyland is going to open first, and then later within the year, Disney Worlds will open. Very exciting there. And to stay on the Star Wars topic, if you want to be immersed even more within the land, you can actually stay in a brand new Star Wars hotel that is coming to Disney World. That's right, a Star Wars hotel. This new Star Wars hotel will be located just beyond Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios. It's going to sit right back in there. So it's just like a continuation of this world of Star Wars, the galaxy of Star Wars, I should say. So we know that this hotel is a multiple day experience. You actually get to participate in these different things that happen and just lose yourself within the days of being there and have a full-on immersion in the Star Wars experience. I cannot wait for more details to be released about this, because Disney's never done anything like this, actually living out a story and an experience within the hotel. And those things I told you about before, about how you perform and you can make a reputation for yourself in Galaxy's Edge, will transfer over to the hotel. This is going to be the most immersive culture Disney's ever created. Okay, so now staying on the topic of Hollywood Studios, let's talk about Toy Story Land. This was really exciting. Toy Story Land is closer than we think. We now know a date. It's going to be summer of 2018 that the land is going to be complete. I am so excited for this, because that seriously is less than a year away, like this time next year, Toy Story Land will be open. How crazy is that? And the 2018 packages are out, so definitely look in the description box below on how you can contact our team at Kingdom Magic Vacations, and we can find you a great package with everything you're looking for, get you a great deal, and get you down to be able to see this new land and all the exciting things happening at Disney World. Okay, so this next piece of news for Hollywood Studios is going to be replacing the Great Movie Ride, which is sad to see the Great Movie Ride go. I know that was always one of my favorite attractions, but what is coming, I'm really excited about. From the details that the Imagineers were giving, it sounds amazing. And it is called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Yes, everyone is so happy because this is the first time that Mickey and Minnie actually have their own attraction, which, when you think about it, is kind of crazy that they haven't had one up until this point. Because, I mean, they are like the king and queen of Disney. It's just fitting that they should have their own ride at Disney, right? The thing that has me most excited about this attraction is that it is an original attraction with an original storyline and original song. So you might be wondering, what does that exactly mean? Well, think about it this way. Disney has so many wonderful rides, and I want you to think about rides like Ariel's Undersea Adventure and Peter Pan's Flight. Those rides were all based on their respective film. So like with Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventure, you go through, you know, when she's the mermaid under the sea, she wants to be part of that world, you know, we follow the storyline, and then at the end, she marries Prince Eric and they live happily ever after. The ride follows the movie. And now think about attractions like Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World. All of those attractions have an original story. Pirates of the Caribbean, it came from the Imagineers' imagination. They created the storyline of it. They created the song, everything, every detail of it. It was not based on anything else. In the coming years, they then based the movies off of the ride. It's not vice versa. The ride came first and then inspired the films. So the ride had a completely original storyline from start to finish, just like Haunted Mansion, completely original from start to finish, and in later years got a film made about it, but the rides definitely came first. It was the Imagineers themselves that created those stories. So now, that's what this means. This attraction with Mickey and Minnie is not going to be based on any previous Mickey and Minnie film. It is an entirely new story, and they're creating an entirely new short to go along as the pre-show to the actual ride that you then get to step into. They're creating the experience of you getting to step into the world of a Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse cartoon. I am really excited for this, and hearing the Imagineers talk about it, the amount of technology that is going to be used in this is just amazing. They are creating new effects. It's going to basically have 3D effects, but you don't have to wear 3D glasses. They're creating technology in-house that has not existed prior to this. It is being made just for this ride. So that has me really excited. We do know that the Great Movie Ride's last day is August 13th, so try to get down to Disney if you can. Contact us for a great last-minute trip if you want to be able to see it before it goes. But then, yes, that ride's going away, and we're now getting Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So now let's talk about new resort hotels. This was really exciting to hear. So I already told you about, we're gonna have a Star Wars hotel, which is the immersive experience. Disney's also building a new DVC hotel, Disney Vacation Club, and it's going to be called the Disney Riviera Resort. It looks beautiful from the concept art. Really excited to see in the coming months more details about this resort and when it's going to open, because it looks beautiful. So now let's talk about how do you get around to see all of this great new stuff. Disney World is a huge property. It's roughly the size of San Francisco, so it can take some time to get from point A to point B of where you want to go. And that means a lot of people waiting in line for buses, crowded buses, the whole bit. And Disney understands that, and they've been looking for ways to alleviate some of that and find new and fun ways for you to get from point A to point B on your vacation. So they've announced two very new and exciting things in news for transportation at Disney World. So let's talk about this first one. I will show you a picture right now. It's adorable. It is a mini van. Yes, do you get the pun? A mini van like Minnie Mouse. So what are these mini vans? Well, they are basically, it's a point-to-point transportation service that guests can call up and there will be a fee. It's rumored that it's to be around $15 to $20 and you get a personal ride. Don't have to wait for anything. Your driver will take you wherever you want to go on property. It's basically like Uber or Lyft if you're familiar with those type of services. This is Disney's version of that. It sounds like a really amazing service and I'm excited to just see these driving around property because they're adorable, let's be real. Okay, and I think one of the most exciting things that I know I'm looking forward to for transportation at Disney World is the Disney Skyliner gondola system. Yes, Disney is bringing a gondola system to the property. The new gondola system at Walt Disney World will be connecting the Art of Animation, Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, and the brand new DVC resort, the Riviera Resort. So we'll be connecting all of these to Hollywood Studios and also International Gateway at the entrance to Epcot. Okay, how amazing is that? This just, and it looks so fun. Like, I love the People Mover at Magic Kingdom. It's like just one of those fun, relaxing rides. That and the monorail, just being able to sit and relax, take in all that Disney has to offer, take in the beauty of the parks. This seems like it's going to be like that times 10. Like you get to sit back in your own personal little gondola with your family and friends and take in all the sights, having a bird's eye view of the parks. I'm so excited for this. So as you can see, this is the time to be traveling to Disney. So many exciting things, so many great things on the horizon to come. As always, our team at Kingdom Magic Vacations is ready to help you, help your family get the package they want, be able to save money and find the best deal for you to be able to come and visit the Disney parks. Our services are 100% free to you always, and we can supply you with great information on the parks, help you with any dining reservations, fast passes, all that good stuff. Definitely go ahead and check the description down below with all of our contact information. I'll also put it right here of how you can contact us. We would be so happy to help you out. I hope you enjoyed learning about all the great stuff coming to Disney. Leave us some comments. We want to get the conversation going and find out what are you most excited about that's coming to Walt Disney World and coming to Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed this video and we will see you really soon in our next video. Have a great day.